Mind the gap. Right. It's crime time, baby. We got a
Let's
murder
go.
victim that needs to have a somewhat competent police officer shout at small children and extract evidence, no matter what the cost. Let's do it.
Forgot about this little gimmick. What you've got to understand is, at this point in the case, anyone could be the murderer. So Rupert's slowly eliminating each subject by suspect, even by crashing into their cars.
It's been a long time.
Hello. You ever seen speed like this? Oh fuck, maybe I should have looked at the evidence first.
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, thank God.
Well done, lads. We nailed that interrogation.
So 10 out of 10 so far.
Oh,
Christ.
but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Is she missing a wedding ring?
There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Don't you not? You don't wear a wedding ring traditionally on your right.
No, so maybe she stole the
No,
ring.
that is her right. That is her right, though, isn't it?
I thought you wore it on your left hand.
That's what I meant.
Right.
I can't search this body anymore. At least she was wearing clothes. Let's have a goosey. Oh, reading. Oh, she broke up with someone.
to get her to come home.
What's this?
Don't say green giant.
It's
sweetheart.
green giant sweet corn.
Green giant.
Hang on, there's a bloodstain here.
She must have been struck while standing up.
Yeah, that's crazy. That looks like a bullet wound type deal.
What have we got here?
Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Well, thank God we got science on our side.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
You sure you won't be upset?
Oh, jeez.
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
Oh.
Against the law?
Jesus.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
That's a great response to that answer.
I mean, it is a victimless crime.
Classic karma.
Rupert, I don't know if you're made for the LAPD.
Found it near her purse.
You went through her purse. Wasn't like she needed it. I think that's truth.
I think it's true because he already took
Yeah,
something.
he looks
You know
pretty-
he's taken something.
I look at that and
He
I
looks
see
pretty
I see a truthful face.
Did you take any money?
Found
Good
a
start.
rustic chest.
Adam, don't say that.
Sorry. Sorry, I wasn't thinking
Yes,
straight.
I was coming off shift and headed home.
Well, that's a doubt.
That's a big
When in doubt, doubt.
Words to live by.
That's what I say.
Why didn't you report the body,
Yeah.
Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
What gives? I could tell that she was dead.
I was just kissing her.
I came through
Fucking
here
hell.
about, I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine.
Oh God, what was he gonna say? I'm sure this is exciting watching. A little bit of necrophilia to spice things up.
How can I help, detective?
How can I help you, JT?
How can I help, detective?
Why doesn't Phelps just have an iPhone? What a loser.
Sorry, but Phelps is clearly an Android man.
He
Phelps
really
would
is.
not conform to the iPhone generation. He's Android all the way. I
Strikes
bet he's got a
me as
BlackBerry.
No,
He's got a BlackBerry.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. A BlackBerry. Oh, jeez.
100%.
What a luddite. Oh God. Fuck me. Oh Jesus. Fucking hell.
No,
Ah! My car is mating. Twitch, don't ban me for that graphic car mating scene I just performed. Alright. We're ready for a hard right. Oh Christ.
Oh no, oh. Let's not look back. As far as we know, your car went over all those civilians.
Oh my word.
Goodness.
We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
What is it now? She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here.
Pain in
had
the
some
ass.
drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did
Wow,
she drink
this
with?
guy seems so
a bunch of these
empathetic.
guys.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
That's such an
Mind if I
aggressive
ask
way
you
to
some
greet someone
questions,
reading a
Mr.
book.
McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers?
Oh, it's him.
Why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot. How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Did
Let's
you
get
see
it.
Evelyn last night?
First 100% run,
was
let's do it.
at home.
I think that's a doubt, right?
I think that's a doubt.
That's a doubt. He's doing a funny
Yeah.
thing with his face.
He hesitated a bit when he was talking as well.
That is a guilty man.
Do you want to get dragged into this,
Bang it.
McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan.
Powder puff.
They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know
Hung
he
for a
works
game
at
man or something.
plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
I know that place. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Not a great place for a criminal to go.
Do you have a criminal?
It's just like, oh, never invited me. Fuck's sake, Rusty.
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Again, that looks like a doubt to me.
This guy's face is hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna go doubt.
Yeah, you're right.
You
It's
want to
like
save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
Oh, this guy's
A
got a
regular
based.
fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
I care about workers' rights. You
You
fuck
piece
dummy.
of shit.
Lock him up with the necrophile.
That's all he's good
You a
for.
friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute.
Who's asking?
I know my rights.
Hope they're
The
not
answer
workers'
to the
rights.
What did you make
Christ,
of
I'm
McCaffrey?
driving again. It's time for a hot.
Oh my god.
Ah! Oh. The sound of crunching metal led quite well into the typewriter.
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Doing well, Rupert. Just keep following him.
Wait, hang on, this way?
Whoa, whoa.
Wait, where am I going?
Oh shit.
Guys, I can't find him. Where'd he go?
Classic Rupert.
Joking, Mr. Robbins.
Love it if this failed the case.
Wait, hang on, this is quite intimate. Come back. Oh,
Oh, Rusty.
Galloway.
Rusty, come here. I want to tell you a secret.
Galloway.
It's always been you. After you punched that necrophile and shout out that communist,
Please.
I knew it was you.
He was just waiting. He was like, "Are you done? Leave you
Police
two
business.
lovebirds in the back."
An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
No.
She wasn't always.
Yeah, short answer, no.
Possibly an irresponsible thing to allow. What's this?
Evelyn was reading Aristotle.
Evelyn wasn't stupid.
I didn't know you could read. Let's read some
And she was
Aristotle. This is what I
borrowing
came
books
for.
from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Yeah, Rupert, this is actually the rest of the game. It's just reading Aristotle's metaphysics.
She won an Oscar.
Exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
Oh, we're going back to this storyline a little bit, maybe.
Came by in the morning.
Yeah, that is quite
A social
old
visit?
She had a couple of bucks. Bought a quart of rye.
I think what he had to say was kind of truthful, and he looks kind of truthful.
I mean,
But
there's nothing there to lie about, right?
But the implicate but it could have been something more. Like he said, basically, she was there for a social visit. So it's whether we believe she was there on such innocent grounds, or whether she was there for something more specific.
I mean, I'm leaning towards truth. I mean, he looks maybe a bit shifty. He's not blinking very much. I'm gonna get him with the truth.
Any idea where the money came
Yeah.
Good shout.
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy.
Uh-oh.
She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
I mean, he just looks sad, but again, not blinking a whole lot, not moving his face.
Yeah, I can't really see a reason to throw a doubt or lie on that.
Agreed.
I mean, he was letting her stay. Yeah.
Evelyn had been
Banging.
You know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Hang on.
Okay, now there's a bit more shift in his face.
A little bit. Okay, he's looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the looking is the.
Struggling for leave.
Yeah.
Yes, good shout.
Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society.
Oh, is that the writer guy? Every goddamn time.
Lads, you know 90% of Splash Zone gamers can't do it.
Splash Cone Zamers.
He did the thing.
Guys, can we just change it to that? It's much easier to say. I'm still reeling
Whoa!
from
Look at him go. I'm proud of you, Galloway.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
Well, I am a detective.
As far as we
so
can be
it'd probably
sure, it
helpful.
said cunt BD.
You guys catch that, what you just said?
What did he say?
What did he
Follow
say?
up on Evelyn Summers.
The guy who runs the morgue had to fire one of his assistants because he was mates with the guy from the train yard earlier.
Oh my
It
god,
was-
he's been having his boys round late and they've been cracking open a cold one.
Oh,
Got her order.
Oh, jeez.
cold one on the cold
Call
ones.
it that.
Excuse me, sir.
You're coming with us.
I just popped
That
him.
was sick.
Ow.
Jesus, Phelps!
Jesus!
Literally, Rusty, don't complain about anything. After the shit that comes out your mouth, you don't get to complain.
You
Ever.
drive worse than my ex-wife.
Who I killed?
Call me Vin Diesel. Whoa!
Revving on all 40 horsepower there.
40 horsepower. That's that's generous for these cars. They're pedlos, mate.
I've always found the idea though of horsepower really funny. The idea that if someone had enough horses, they could go like a car going at 40.
What fucks me up is that 1 horsepower is worth like your average horse is like more than 1 horsepower.
Yeah. It's not
really. Like say Phelps is chasing a guy in a car chase, right? And like his car's going 40, but the guy he's chasing has got 40 horses and 1 Shetland pony, and he's just like incrementally going faster, and he's like, "Fuck it, we're never gonna catch him."
Yeah, they really should measure cars not in horsepower by Shetland pony power.
A horse doesn't have 4 horsepower. A horse has 15 horsepower.
Christ, did they just measure horsepower with a really low quality horse? Wait,
Yeah, that's a good question. What horse did they use for horsepower? It's probably not still alive, is it?
I doubt it.
That's a stupid. No, it's not still alive.
What, the horse they used to measure horsepower?
Where is he now? That's a Channel 5 documentary I want to see.
After the humiliating realization he was worth less than 15 horses, he realized how like below average he was and offed himself.
Jacob says Mr. Horsepower has lived for 2,000 years.
Do you reckon they measured horsepower with just a really fast guy?
One of those panto horses where it's 2 guys.
Two guys in a costume. Oh, there's blood on this. If he says I can't connect this, I'm gonna kick the fuck off.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Pigeon time, baby!
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Running on hangover McCaffrey?
Let me fucking go.
Oh god.
I hate
Oh,
this.
what are these?
Hey, nailed it.
Up these stairs. Fucking Christ. Phelps, you've got terrible steering. Is he wearing a waistcoat? That's how you know he's a bad guy.
Man, this guy is running at like 5 horsepower.
Look, can someone just look while I'm playing this? Please, can someone Google how did they come up with horsepower?
No, I'm going to look up the horsepower of a man. Lads, a healthy human can produce about 1.2 horsepower. Nice.
Wow. Wait, so all this time humans were better at being horses than actual horses. So in medieval times we would have been better off just riding other people.
I'm going to ask the question.
All I'm going
to say is I'm going to ask the question everybody else is afraid to ask. How come horses don't ride humans? If we're so much better.
Phelps, drop the murderers. We've got another case to work on.
Oh.
Covered landmark.
I hope I'm not still driving while I'm looking at that. Oh, okay, good. I was ready for the camera to cut back to shredded metal and flayed corpses
massive
straight
pile
across the road.
Okay, I found the story of why they named it Brake Horsepower, and it's pretty boring, I'll be real. It was James Watt, who I believe was the... Shut up. And he determined a horse could turn a mill wheel, like a water wheel, 144 times in an hour, and the wheel was 12 feet, so therefore blah 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 blah, they could pull a force of blah blah blah, and then that's how he measured.
Could you imagine hearing this guy come up to you and go, did you know a horse can do this? And then someone goes, that's fucking brilliant. Let's incorporate that as a measurement for cars from this point onwards.
Sorry, in my head, you put a horse on a giant hamster wheel. Is that what the experiment was? I'm no scientist, but that sounds pretty good to me.
Time to reap some justice.
Oh, I got to go outside. Wait, where the fuck am I going?
So you need to go straight forward to the end of this row. So yeah, keep going.
So it's not either of those
to the
doors.
right. No. So it's on the opposite end of the building.
Yeah, as in, turn around, go all the way back where you came from.
The opposite way that you're going now.
All the way back where you came from, Rupert.
You guys are... Rusty, no!
All the way to the old woman, then turn right.
Yeah. This place is a maze!
Tiernan! LAPD!
Oh my goodness. Is this one of the necrophiles? I just want this to be a cult of necrophiles. Thank God they don't let me... What?
Or a middle-aged individual with a field
They don't let me...
Wish me luck.
Oh, that was ridiculously... Whoa! They're escaping through the ventilation shaft.
Magnetize! Whoa!
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Hands behind your head.
Son of a bitch. This guy is shady as fuck, but he might just be weird because he's an author. But he's got like a sort of... This guy should play the Joker. Look at his face. Why are you so serious, Phelps?
You told us you
imagine the Joker with a cravat.
She hung around sometimes.
Amazing.
Joker with a cravat would be amazing.
I had very little to do with it.
Look at his eyes.
Well, that was shifty.
I think we have specific proof that he did hang out with her a lot.
Well, we do.
A book with her, the book with the thingy in it.
Yes, there we go.
It's got to be
I think that's it.
We're diddly detectives and we've got a book.
Boom!
That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid, looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Aha. Very good. That's one to you, detective.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Where were you?
I was at home. I'm working on a manuscript.
I don't believe him, but do we have any evidence?
I mean, I can only doubt, I think.
Hit lie to see what he says, because sometimes, right? Because for one, you can back out, and then sometimes how they word the lie means that it's way easier to prove what they say.
You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Okay, well, we can't prove that, so we back out, and then we doubt.
Oh, actually, does the tire iron
The tire iron might, because, yeah.
Because isn't it like a railway thing?
He has the murder weapon. Yeah.
That's got to come into it. Oh, it doesn't really fit with the question, does it?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's really annoying.
Oh, that's weird.
Because if it's not, if it's we'll be kicking it ourselves regardless, I feel. You want to flip a coin on it?
I'm going to go with tire iron.
You're going to have
Well, I've only got 2 questions for him. I've got the fucking murder weapon in his apartment.
Well,
fuck this game.
Talk to Tiernan and see if he gives you any evidence that maybe it unlocks a new question or something. I don't know.
Kill me.
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
Why have I got more questions for this guy?
I barely knew Evelyn. Too.
Yeah, who is this guy? I wasn't paying attention. I would just say doubt. I don't think we can...
Sounds like half an answer.
Oh, come!
Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
What was that? What?
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
I'm gonna go truth.
True. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Oh my god, lads, it's falling apart.
Horseshit.
Falling apart. Alright, we've got to be
I'm sorry,
careful.
that is horseshit. That is horseshit. Fuck this game and its stupid blank face mechanic that doesn't work.
Right, we have got to be super sure of these notes.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Okay, I suggest we press live first, just so we see how he phrases it.
Yeah, that's a great...
You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left, that was it!
What is the liquor purchase?
After an argument.
Oh, could be...
I don't think that applies to this one. I don't think. But it's still interesting. It's something I didn't look at.
But what do I do then? Do I truth?
I'd say I say doubt. Look at his
face.
Well, hang on.
He's looking shifty.
Yeah, go back on the transcript.
Oh, maybe it is the liquor purchase then. Because you were drinking together and he says, "Oh, I don't know what happened." Oh God, it's gonna be doubt again. I'm gonna hate. Yes!
Yes!
Oh, thank fucking Christ!
Thank God, we got one.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, and McCaffrey was a hero. McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them. To clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Well, he's shifty.
He's not lying, but I feel like...
No. Where was the weapon found?
It was found in McCaffrey's apartment, which is why I'm so confused.
Well, can we just double check it in the notebook quickly, just to make sure we have all the right information on it?
Well, it was in McCaffrey's apartment, right? We went to his...
Yeah, I'm pretty... Yeah,
it was McCaffrey, because we found him at the... Yeah, we found this guy at the bowling alley, and we found him at the pigeon place, and the pigeon place was on top of the apartment with...
Here's my thought, right? I don't think it's a doubt. He hasn't lied, is the problem, but I know that's not how this game actually works.
It's more about obscuring information. So it's like, oh, do you have access to a wrench? He goes, well, I'm answering a different question by saying the bowling alley has wrenches, right? You know, like, I didn't use a wrench, but like maybe if you press him, he'll say, oh, actually, no, I do.
I think you broke into McCaffrey's apartment and put a lug wrench there.
I didn't do that. And there's no way you can prove any different.
I mean, the problem is...
Yeah, we
can't
can't
prove that. We cannot prove that.
So I think it's a doubt, though.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think based on that, it's a doubt.
Falls out.
I'm going to doubt, and I'm going to be annoyed when it's wrong.
Coroner's report
yes.
that Evelyn was killed
Yes.
in French.
Take that, Rupert.
Look, I just don't know. This fucking
I know, this game shakes us to our core.
McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery.
Oh my god, look at Rusty behind him.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key. A present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan.
Hang on, was I supposed to interview him first? God, fucking
no, I don't think it matters which order, but you can go back to that.
I think
you can go back to that.
Probably
no, not that way.
Yep. I think it probably would have helped if I had, and my only evidence was there's evidence room 1 and 2, and I should have gone to 1 first.
Yeah,
fucking stupid.
It is fine. It's fine. Oh, there we go.
The wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Yes.
We did. We have the evidence in his apartment. It doesn't matter whether he left it there or not, because all he's saying is that it wasn't in his apartment, and it is.
Right, so now...
Sticking with what we usually do, let's press live first.
Yeah.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
I think we can because of the Tiernan's accusation at the bottom now. Yeah.
Yeah, go down there. Yeah.
Tiernan is prepared to testify.
Yes.
He threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Well, I'm never going to give you up. I'm never going to let him down. But as we've seen my playstyle, I will run around and confuse you.
We're back!
McCaffrey, I can go. It's all been cleared up.
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done. So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I think it's doubt, but once again, we will do the...
Hit him with the lie, because I think we can use that accusation.
Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
Okay, alright.
I think because of the McCaffrey's accusation.
You wound up at McCaffrey.
Yeah.
You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box. He said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn and that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. It wasn't me.
Yeah. Who are we going to charge, lads?
It has to be the other guy. It has to be the other guy, surely.
At this stage, I feel like, it feels like the other guy could have set him up.
The whole protect you thing, he has no motivation, right? Why would he be protecting this guy? Because they clearly...
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
This guy seems legitimately unhinged, but...
But also, like, really remorseful.
I mean, he could be remorseful if he'd done it, but I just feel like the other guy... I mean, he had that whole flip out in the interview.
He seems a bit more conniving. Yeah.
Yeah, the other guy's only motive was that she stole a book, but he also hated her with a passion. Wait, go use the phone quickly.
Might be some last minute evidence.
McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse.
Oh.
Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Okay.
Okay, now we go in.
That's what we call a smoking gun.
Another one.
Why do they randomly give me a phone call?
You were in the war?
Yes, I was.
Was that like a piece of evidence I missed or something?
Yeah, I mean, like, they gave it to you very late on.
All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
Never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
With the lie.
Lie, baby.
You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Like, how am I supposed to get this? Is it like someone I didn't interview?
I don't think you would have gotten it. I think it was just from that phone. I don't think you missed it at a crime scene.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, did I miss it, or was that actually just
I'm pretty
for me to check the phone between interrogations?
I think it's literally just the phone.
Tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is
Well, this guy definitely did it.
call himself 100%. A man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Bruh.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
You're going down.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse. And neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at a prison graveyard.
Bleak.
That was a great.
That was bleak, man.
Great chat, boys. We
pulled that one back, didn't we?
I feel like we pulled it back from the void. That could have been much worse, is what I will say about it.
We were charging towards the Oblivion at least 20 horsepower. Like, we pulled it back.
Which is 1.5 horses, as we've established. Thank you all. Thank you for watching. We will be back solving more crimes next week. More crimes, not war crimes. Splashzone Gamers out.